After, sir, fortunately, I was elected an MLA in 2008, and I took up this issue seriously to address this water scarcity being faced by the people of Malayam constituency. And in particular, sir, villages in the lower parts of Malayam constituency, that is in the Upper Shillong area. A proposal was made to the PHE department to prepare the scheme for providing sufficient water supply to these villages. And I would like to place on record here, sir, and express my deep appreciation and gratitude to the then PHE Minister, and who is the present Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Prestun Tensong, who ensured that the project was approved and received financial sanction from the Ministry of Donor, Government of India, sir. The total estimated cost of the Upper Shillong water supply project is rupees 33 crores, sir. The Ministry of Donor provided 90% of the fund, and 10% was provided by the state government. The technical and financial sanction was accorded via letter number F.NO.DNER/NLP/MEG/163/2010 Government of India, Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, dated the 23rd December 2010. I have a copy of the sanction letter here, sir. The technical and financial sanction accorded by the Ministry of Donor, Government of India. And the project was entrusted to the PHE department to implement the Upper Shillong water supply project. In 2012, sir, that was about 10 years, more than 10 years back, sir. But because of various reasons, to acquire land and so on and so forth, the project was completed up to Banyun village, halfway, sir, in 2017. The project had been completed from the water source up to a reservoir that was constructed in Banyun village. And so and then a booster pump was also installed to pump water to villages located in high altitude. There are a few villages, sir, that it will not go by gravity, so a booster pump had been installed to ensure that few villages that are in the upper reaches of this reservoir receive water. And another reservoir was completed at 6 Mile Upper Shillong to supply water by gravity to villages in the lower reaches of Upper Shillong. So since the year 2017, the water which was brought through the pipeline to the reservoir at Banyun has not been supplied to the villages, but allowed to go waste and released from the reservoir to the nearby area, the hills and the places there. For various reasons, sir, not only to the department, inexplicably numbed by the department reasons, the project came to a complete standstill and no further work was carried out by the department since the year 2018. Till date, sir, 2018 till date, sir, and thus depriving the people with the much needed benefit of clean drinking water. Though tenders were invited, sir, and the works for carrying out the distribution network was allotted to contractors since the year 2017, the department did not carry out any work in spite of the contractors were allotted with the works repeatedly, sir, repeatedly writing to the officers of the department to allow them, to permit them to start the works. It should have been the other way around, sir. The department urging the contractors to start the work. But in this case, sir, it was the contractors urging the department to allow them to start the work. Sir, they're given in writing. Very strange, very, very strange. The department did not even bother to respond to the letters written by the contractor. So it's very, very strange. So it should have been the department urging the contractors to start the works, but in this case, as I said, it was the contractors urging the department to allow them to start the work. Department, the officers showed no interest at all, sir. For the last since 2017, 18 onwards. Sir, this we can add is a complete dereliction of duty and irresponsible act of the department, and thus causing immense hardship, sir, to the people for whom this scheme was supposed to serve and ensure regular and sufficient supply drinking water. So I think this is, I don't know, sir, it could be termed even a criminal act to deny people their fundamental right. I believe, sir, clean drinking water is a fundamental right. So, sir, to you, I would like to urge the Honorable Minister in charge PHE department, I know he's a young, dynamic minister, to ensure that this project is completed at the earliest possible so that the people of Malayam and Upper Shillong will not have to suffer the shortage of this vital resource of water. Sir, I think, as I've shown you, I have this letter. The government of India was kind enough, sir, to sanction 33 crore, rupees 33 crore, to ensure that the people of Malayam constituency, and in particular, the people living in the Upper Shillong, villages in Upper Shillong, receive this regular water supply. So, sir, I would urge the minister, though he's new to the department, but I'm sure, sir, with his experience as being elected as an MLA for the third time, and I'm sure he also has been taking care of his constituency to ensure, so I'd like to request him that to ensure that this scheme is expedited and even question the officers why for the last 4-5 years this work has not been carried out. So I will be very, very grateful if this work can be started and ensure that at present, sir, people are buying water and they've been crying. So, with all the high cost of food grains, now instead of ensuring that we have food security in the family, now they have to ensure food security and water security, sir. They've been buying water 2-3 times a week. And sir, I'd like to mention here that besides the domestic needs for water, sir, people there have taken up rearing, cattle rearing, dairy farming, piggeries, so on and so forth, sir. So we understand. Sir, I know you're a farmer yourself. You understand how vital water is to ensure that all those activities become successful, and they will fail if there is no proper water supply. It's not only drinking water supply, sir. Upper Shillong area is known for, dairy farming. And a lot of water is required to ensure that this activity becomes successful. Sir, I'd like to continue with the GJM. The implementation Jal Jeevan Mission, from my interaction and discussions with the few officers of the Public Health Engineering Department, as far as Malayam constituency is concerned, sir, I believe while preparing the total detailed project report, proper assessment of water supply source and the quantity of water required to be supplied was not taken into consideration, and I was told by the officers that the minimum quantity of water to be supplied is 55 liters per head per day. The present available water source supply will be inadequate to meet the minimum requirement of water and make the Jal Jeevan Mission a success. I do not know if this is a fact or not, but I was told that the projects have not been prepared by the engineers of the department, the Jal Jeevan Mission I'm talking about, but by consultants recruited from outside the department. I don't know whether it is a fact or not. Whatever the case may be, I would therefore urge the Honorable Minister in charge PHE to review the implementation of Jal Jeevan Mission in Malayam and take into consideration all the points the total population, the total amount of water, the total quantity of water required, and augment the quantity of water that is required to be supplied to this household through this Jal Jeevan mission, so that the project does not become a white elephant, but benefits the people of Milliam constituency with this vital and precious resource. Sir, I prepared a very short speech because I would like to express my viewpoints, and I could see that the minister is intentionally listening, so I hope he will take this into consideration and expedite to complete the rest of this Upper Shillong water supply project, so that the amount that has been sanctioned not go to waste. Because 33 crores sanctioned in 2010 was a lot of money then, and I believe that the project is not implemented, so you'll have cost overrun, and of course time overrun has already taken place. I'm not sure whether it will involve cost overrun also. So sir, with these few words, through you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I would urge upon the Honourable Minister to seriously consider completing this project. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mayralborn, Syiem, you may take your floor now. Any other participant?
Sorry?
If there is any other participant, please send the slip to me. You can take the floor now.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I also rise to participate in this very important motion that has been brought by Honorable Member from Syiem, Ronnie, that this House will now discuss the style and functioning of PHE department with special emphasis on the ongoing Upper Shillong water supply project and Jal Jeevan mission in Syiem constituency. Since this motion, it touched with the style and function of the PHE department, I would like to place on record my sincere thanks to the government, to the PHE department, with a special mention to the Jal Shakti Ministry of the Government of India. In the past 5 years, there are several schemes that has been sanctioned through the PHE department to different level, be it from the state scheme, be it from RIDF, be it from other central sponsored scheme, but the state has benefited, and even my constituency in particular also, it has benefited a lot. And I'm very thankful the way the PHE department, it has taken a positive step, especially with regard for volunteering the Swachh Bharat mission. In different villages, in different locality, we have seen that the department voluntarily went from village to village in conducting different awareness of cleanliness and other social activities, which is very important for the state as a whole. It has taken special emphasis for making community toilet in different market in the rural area, and I'm happy even in census town also this initiative has been taken for the benefit of the people at large. With the commission of the Jal Jeevan mission in the state, you can see there is a ray of hope. Even though there are loopholes here and there, especially when we go back at the three pattern of the Jal Jeevan mission in implementing this scheme in different villages for providing functional tap in each and every household. And we have seen there is a ray of hope, even though, as I have been mentioned, the loopholes, especially it lies with those villages which has been sanctioned under retrofitting, where only the in-village, in-house connection has been done, but the traditional source and the main pipeline still remain the same. With regards to augmentation scheme, I can say that it is 50-50, where the in-house connection tap has been done. At the same time, few renovation for the CWR or for the main line is being done for the benefit of the people at the ground. Mr. Chairman, sir, with regards to the complete new scheme, I hope that there is no complaint at all. It is a great help for the people of the state, and especially for me as a local legislator from Nongpo. The Greater Nongpo Water Supply Scheme has been sanctioned at the cost of more than 100 crore, which include of 18 villages. Where during that time, sir, Mr. Chairman, sir, you were the Honorable Minister in charge PHE that time. You came by yourself for the laying of the foundation stone. I'm so thankful to you, to the Chief Minister, for the government as a whole. Because in the past few years, there are guidelines that JJM scheme cannot be implemented in census town. Nongpo is a census town. But keeping in mind the initiative taken by the government, by the official of the PHE department who work day and night to ensure that water, safe drinking water has to reach to each and every household. So I'm very happy that this scheme has been sanctioned for the benefit of 18 villages, not only in my constituency, another 4 villages it falls in Umsning constituency. They have benefited, and I have full hope. And I wish all the best to the department, that it can do well. All the new scheme that has been sanctioned under Jal Jeevan Mission in the state, they will be commissioned on time. Keeping in mind, as I have said in my remark in the beginning, to have special emphasis on those villages where the scheme has been sanctioned under retrofitting and even augmentation also. If not from JJM, also from other source. Because it is the fact that few villages where the source and the main line has not been touched in the retrofitting. So that's why it is very important to revisit, to see that those villages under the pattern of retrofitting and augmentation will have a relook, so that people won't have a chance to say that the pipe has reached at home, but there is no water. So through this motion, I would like to bring to the notice of the concerned department through you, Mr. Chairman, sir, to look into this aspect. And I must say on record that the Jal Jeevan Mission, with the slogan that Har Ghar Mein Jal, sponsored by the Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India, it has been a great help and support for the state. I'm not saying that 100% it will solve the problem of water crisis once and for all, the Greater Shillong Water Supply Scheme issue, in other important towns of our state, there are many issues. But we hope that through this motion, we can put forward through you, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, that the government, the department will take cognizance of many issues that has been put up. Thank you, sir, for allowing me to take part in this very important motion. I hope that the PHE department will do well, and I wish all the best for the concerned minister, for all the officials of the PHE department, so that we can see better future and days to come. Thank you. I resume my seat. Thank you.
Thank you.